From 9 News, this is your news today.
Good morning and welcome. Coming up this Friday, police taser a teenage boy after walking through grounds of a Sydney school armed with a knife. Plus, the shocking moment an Australian fan breaks through the barricades and grabs Ariana Grande at the Wicked premiere in Singapore. And Taylor Swift takes us behind the scenes of the Eras tour with an all-new docuseries.
But first this morning, the Victorian Premier is set to crack down on violent acts against retail and hospitality staff. Let's go live to Today reporter Simon Love in Melbourne. Simon, good morning to you. How long could offenders face behind bars?
Up to 5 years in jail, Sarah, if customers assault retail workers, according to this proposed legislation. And it could be up to 25 years for people that are involved in ram raids on retail places as well. Now, these laws could also apply to those that assault taxi drivers and Uber drivers, and there'd be a 6-month penalty even for intimidating retail workers. This has been something that the Victorian government's been under pressure for quite some time. First flagged 18 months ago. The Australian Retailers Association, Coles and Woolworths workers were here as recent as last week pushing for these laws that are set to be introduced in state parliament as early as today.
All right, Simon, thank you. Well, shocking footage has surfaced of Ariana Grande being accosted by an Australian fan at the Singapore premiere of the new Wicked film. Grande was walking the yellow brick carpet when a man sprinted and grabbed her. It's a pretty terrifying vision. Co-stars Cynthia Erivo and Michelle Yeoh quickly sprung into action before security stepped in. The culprit was identified as Australian Johnson Wen, who is known for crashing celebrity events.
Unbelievable. Well, convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has appeared to confirm in uncovered emails that then Prince Andrew was photographed with his main accuser, Virginia Giuffre, despite his repeated denials. Let's go live to Nine's Europe correspondent, Mimi Becker in London. Mimi, what did he say?
Good morning, Carl. Well, the late Jeffrey Epstein said, yes, she was on my plane and yes, she was photographed with Andrew. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has said that that photo was doctored and he claims to have never known or met Virginia, who is his main accuser, and she was 17 at the time. When Prince Andrew, or the then Prince Andrew, was informed that a British newspaper was asking questions around their relationship 14 years ago, he said, please make sure that every statement, all legal letter states clearly that I'm not involved and that I knew and know nothing about any of these allegations. I can't take any more of this on my end. This has all come to light as part of 20,000 pages released of the Epstein files, with calls growing that more of those documents should be brought public. Carl?
Thank you, Mimi. Paris has paused to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the terror attacks which took the lives of 132 people. President Emmanuel Macron leading the tributes at sites right across the city where 90 people died in 2015. Tonight, the Eiffel Tower will be lit up in the colours of the French flag. Pro-Palestinian protesters have climbed Berlin's Brandenburg Gate with the assistance of a crane similar to that used in the Louvre heist. The activists draped Palestinian flags and unfurled a banner from the famous landmark, setting off flares. They were met with a large police presence with specialist officers who were called in to get them down.
A 15-year-old boy has been tasered by police after being found in possession of a large knife at a high school in Sydney. Today reporter Sarah Stewart joins us now from North Sydney. Sarah, good morning. The boy remains in hospital.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. Police have told me the boy remains in hospital this morning, but I understand he's been treated for mental health issues, not any injuries sustained in his arrest. Police have also told me it's unclear at this stage whether or not any charges will be laid. In terms of what happened yesterday around lunchtime, this 15-year-old boy got into some sort of altercation with another student in a classroom. He's then left that classroom with that large knife in his hand. It's understood it might have been a food tech class. Police have attended, asked him to drop the knife. He hasn't, and they've deployed their taser. A very frightening day for all involved, Sarah.
Yeah, it sure was, Sarah. Thank you. Well, now to a Today weather alert in Queensland, where over the next 4 days has been summed up in a single word: relentless. Communities across the state told to brace for torrential rain, tropical storms, potential hail and damaging winds as well.
The weather can behave abnormally at times and sometimes outside of what we're generally forecasting there. We know that the frequency of floods and cyclones is increasing in Queensland.
Just yesterday, the Queensland Government launched a new website to streamline emergency information, including updates on warnings, road conditions, power outages and school closures. Well, more and more Aussies are hopping on board the Thriftmas bandwagon this festive season, opting to purchase their crizzy presents second-hand. The trend is taking over TikTok, with people like Laura refusing to buy their kids' presents brand new.
Would you thrift a Christmas present? Well, I've got news for you. So I got him these 3 silicone baking things. Christmas shirt that is literally brand new. And then obviously this needs a clean up. I love this. And you can put all the magnets on. I'm just gonna froth that.
I think it's a great idea. Vinnie's Victoria says it's seeing more people opt shopping every year, with young people leading the charge.
Yeah, a lot of people doing it tough, huh? Well, parenting experts are warning that saying great job and practice makes perfect to your children may not be as supportive as you think. Let's go live to Today Queensland reporter and mum, Mia Glover, for her take on this. Mia, talk to me.
Carl, let me just say that is absolute rubbish. And there's no bubble wrapping in my household, that is for sure. But let's take a look at this list that parents aren't allowed to say. The first one, the big one, good job. Because apparently that stifles their motivation, meaning they're reliant on our approval. Others include hurry up. Instead, we should be saying, let's hurry. Practice makes perfect. Apparently that ramps up pressure on them. Things like, you're okay, no dessert unless you finish dinner, let me help. And it's too expensive. This is a list conducted by parents.com, and they've quoted so-called child experts. I'd like to see, Carl, where those experts are, though, when my kids are going feral during dinner and bath time.
I don't know how I would have my kids eat dinner if I didn't promise dessert. Just wouldn't happen, Mia.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What a bunch of plonkers. Ali.
You said it, Carl. A former South Sydney Rabbitohs executive has found himself at the centre of a legal dispute with American rapper Eminem. Jeremy Scott and his partner Elizabeth launched their Aussie beachwear brand Swim Shady last year. Eminem, known as Slim Shady, has since filed an opposition to their brand name. Scott said it was hard to fathom that a global rap star was challenging their small Aussie beachwear brand. Imagine winning $50 million. Well, one lucky punter doesn't have to. After winning the entire Powerball jackpot last night, the ticket was purchased in WA, making it the largest prize in the state in more than 3 years. 6 people won second prize, which was a nice $600,000. The winning numbers are 22, 10, 6, 15, 2, 8, 7, and the Powerball is 13.
Well, the newest trailer for Taylor Swift's 6-part docuseries about the Eras tour has dropped, giving us a closer look than ever before behind the scenes of her record-breaking tour. Carlos, this one's for you. The 2.5-minute clip teasers interviews with Tay-Tay herself, her mum Andrea, her new fiancé Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah,
you can
good.
get behind that.
Yeah.
Also revealing their blossoming relationship as the tour was underway.
Travis Kelce. He brings a lot of happiness. We basically the same job.
You got teammates, I got teammates.
You've got Coach Reed, I've got my mom.
Oh, look at that. They're all loved up. The End of an Era comes out on Disney Plus next month.
Yeah, I've got to be more positive about that stuff. Sis.
Yeah.
You know?
You can listen to her soundtracks on your drive home to prepare yourself.
It's just like there's just a new thing every week that she's making
Taylor.
money from. Makes me sick.
She's very successul.
Very successful. Is there a hint of jealousy?
There's a fair bit of that.
Yeah, she's got a private jet and all.
I want to be with Travis.
I get that.